I love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Phunny Mamas.
So
Two Phunny Mamas.
Hey everybody, welcome to Two Phunny Mamas. And it's only one mama today. And my guest, we're gonna even start. I'm not even gonna give her an intro because you guys know her from 2 weeks ago. B-Phlat, my guest, is on the podcast today. Because she just got done puffing and passing.
Oh, but you saw how smooth I let that smoke out. You didn't even see that, Sherri.
It was the coughing I heard.
No, I said, ha ha.
Is that what it was?
I laughed it out. Yeah, I laughed it out.
I'm so excited to, it's so funny because we never have guests on this quickly, but the demand B-Phlat for you was overwhelming. People were sending me private messages, emails, and they were like, you got to have B back. So I am going to say this, Kym Whitley will be back next week. It is her birthday as of last week, and so she is on a vacation with some friends. So she's not here. So so B-Phlat is taking her place, and she's on a remote island, living her best life. And
Amen.
Yes, and so you took Kym's place because I could overwhelmingly, B-Phlat, I do have to say to you, Chris, our numbers jumped so high, for a guest.
It was wild. The comments were just absurd. And then B-Phlat, the proof is in the Instagram pudding. You raised your Instagram following by about 50%.
Yeah.
It was so many
3,000 followers.
No, you got more than 3,000 followers, sweetheart.
Okay, well, you are tracking it more than me. Obviously,
I do track it.
Yeah, obviously you got less shit to do than I, because every time I look, you give me the update, and my husband gives me the update, and I'll be like, damn, I haven't even looked at it. It's not something that I check all the time. I got other stuff to do. But I'm glad you're on top of it.
Yeah, Sherri.
I am glad you're on top of it.
She's busy making a homemade ironing board out of an old piece of refrigerator.
Exactly, that's B-Phlat. Now, here's the thing, Chris. It gives me such joy because I talk about all the time how much I love B-Phlat, and it's literally my mission. She is known, but everybody says it's about B-Phlat. This is her reputation. She is the most underrated comic because, she needs more people to see her. Everybody gives her props. Those people who hate, they be jealous as heck. So it just gives me such joy to see her numbers fly up, to see the comments about B-Phlat. So
Absolutely.
I said to her, well, now you got to start putting out content because all of these people are following you. I want to see what you do. And I told her to do a live because I said, you get people watching. And I said, I will join your live so that, because the people from my following will come on your live. So you wanted to trim your hair, yes?
Yes. And I did it live.
But this is what she did though, Chris. She did it live. She did a live before the live, and she's puffing, and she's like, Sherri got me doing this shit. She told me I could do this shit.
I done kicked the camera.
And I can't do this before Sherri get on because I don't want to lose a brand sponsorship. I don't know how to do this shit. I don't be doing it, and I'm literally, I'm cracking up. So she does the live, or she's on the live, and she's like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. So I'm going to turn and do my hair. So I'm watching the live, typing in B, add me. And then she come on and she go, y'all know I ain't got my motherfucking reading glasses on, so I can't see the Sherri on the thing. And everybody's going, she's on there. So B's going, you say Sherri's on there.
I was like, where?
I don't see it. So I'm going to go back and do my hair. So she starts doing her hair. She ain't talking. She just trimming her hair. Everybody's going, Sherri is here. I'm trying to call her. I'm trying to text her. Then she come back after, shaving a razor in her head and go, Sherri ain't coming on this motherfucking live. I don't see her nowhere. She ain't got me doing this shit. And I was like, what is happening here?
Great moments.
But everybody watched you shave your hair, not talk. And I'm going to talk to the people. Say what you do.
First of all,
this is B. She's like, I don't even know if y'all can hear me. So I'm shaving right here. I don't know where's Sherri at. Like, what
Well, then you saw me doing my job. Because, first of all, I can't be talking to people and stuff while I'm trying to do my hair because I have to concentrate. And my manager says it all the time. Why is it that you never tell and instruct people? I said, because I be doing this shit for real. And I'm the one that got to go out here with my hair messed up because I was trying to talk through an instructional video. This ain't for play. So I turned around. I be having to get it right. And then, I'd be high. So I was like, I don't know. That's right, I got to concentrate.
If you're going to be a regular here, B, let's just go ahead and establish, Sherri, it's redundant if B announces that she's smoking. We're just always going to assume you're high.
We just always going to assume you high.
Please do that. Because that's how I stay. Like in the morning when you say hi to people, I'll be like, hi, because I really am. So that's why I'm like, hi.
Ooh, girl.
That's how I stay on live.
Thank you for your live. It was so amazing and funny. And even though I couldn't get added in, it was a ball. Then we finally did a live where she came in and we did a live and I got a lot of numbers. And so we had to bring B back. So thank you so much for being a guest. I
thank you. Thank you, Sherri. You always thanking me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I thank you. I thank you for always being in my corner, always supporting me, always recognizing I was like a renegade and they never really had a place for me, but my time would come. I always felt like I'm the Bernie Mac of our crew, like how he was always underrated. But that's why, I thank you for all the blessings that you're giving me, the flowers, you and Kym. Just allow me being here because I'm sharing your space. And a lot of people don't feel as though women can do that. Oh. And we are doing that. And I was on the phone earlier with Coca Brown and we were just chit-chatting about it. Because I just booked her at 3 shows. She did it and it was a horrible run, but she said she enjoyed it so much and everything turned out because it was on me. It was a flood and then just a lot of electrical issues, some things that I just was not, because I follow up on the people that I book. So I followed up with the promoter and her. And we were just talking about all the stuff that we go through. And I was telling her tonight we were going to talk about hecklers because she had a bad heckler. And I was telling her about you and I shared that video. And she's like, I can't believe Sherri act like that. Sherri don't cuss. I said, girl, they made Sherri go there. I said, but that's the thing is, we don't go there with each other. We can work together. We can share the space. Absolutely. And I love that people see that we do this. And it's not about being catty.
Because it really is this, B. There is a lot of room up here. There's room for all of us. And if I'm sitting here trying to hog up the space to take it away from you, first of all, what God has commanded for you ain't nobody gonna take. But if I'm trying to take everything, then I'm blocking my blessings. The way stuff happens for us as a whole is you got to help somebody, they help somebody, they help somebody, and then we all come up. But if we all I ain't gonna tell him how much I make. I ain't gonna tell him about this job. It just messes it up for everybody when there's so much room.
I totally agree. And I love that people see this and they're seeing this and just see how you and Kym share your love. Other than just, in your realm of being moms and great actresses, your realm of friends and how you help, all of that. Because, we've been friends for 20 years. And like I said, I've always admired you, helped you out when I could. How you be like, B, write this down, give me a critique, what you think. I'll sit in the background. I don't ever be like, Sherri, tell them to put me on stage. Get me up there with you. That's not my time. It's not appropriate. I sit and wait for God to make the move. It was for me to come and work with you. You appreciate that. And look how you're looking out for me.
So appreciated. And just, it's such a trip. That's why I love talking to you. We talked last week. Oh, I want to tell you because before we get into the heckler. All right. So as I was saying, I fractured my toe. It is rough because I'm not able to roller skate, work out, box everything that I have been trying to do, B, and it's a little depressing because that's what stops me from eating, because I feel so good when I exercise. Then I go, well, Sherri, do you really want to mess that up with all the work that you put in exercising and roller skating? And that stops me. So now since I'm here with my feet just sitting up on the couch, I'm just like, oh man. So I have to be really intentional about the way I eat and really like visualize what I'm going to do every day to overcome this, because it's 4 to 6 weeks of healing. So I'm just
well, you know, you can always sit still and do yoga with me.
Yoga,
and that'll keep.
So
yeah, you don't have to be on your feet, because I told you all my girls that were in my class, once I figured out their asses weren't flexible, we do everything from the floor, and they ass be sweating. They be like, "Oh, this works." Because I tell people stretching standing up is different from stretching on the floor, because you have the floor against you and it balances out everything. So you have that force and that, you know, that pressure against your legs versus when you're standing up trying to stretch down to reach your feet. It's harder to do when you're on the floor. So they feel like working out and doing yoga on the floor is, you know, it's killing them more than stretching out, because they were cheating when we were standing up. And I was like, y'all not flexible. Y'all can't really reach out toes. Y'all think y'all doing it. Get your ass on the floor.
You know, flexibility as you get older is so important, because it seems like, you know, when you see old people and you're like, dang, they shorter. It does. Like it seems like your bones draw in and you start shrinking.
And they do. And Sherri, I told you, I just came from the doctor, and I haven't put this out here because it really hurt my heart, that I lost a half of inch in my height. Girl, yeah, when that lady weighed me, when she was like, you're 61 inches, I was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? Because, you know, I be telling everybody I'm 5'5", and with my heels on, I'm 5'7". Everybody be like, girl, you tall. And then, like, when a lot of comedians be like, oh my God, we didn't know you were that short. I'm like, I'm 5'5". I'm 5'3". I'm almost tall as you.
I'm 5'1". My gosh, you lost 2 inches in your height?
Girl, I told you I was lying. I've been telling people I'm 5'5". I really was 5'4". You see what I'm saying? I knew what I was. But when they told me that, it really made me be like, oh my God, I don't want to have osteoporosis. But they said I won't have that because I have really strong bones. Wow. In terms of my bones. But because I run and that compression on my knees, and I'm getting older, and I started running later, I've lost a half an inch. So that has been driving me crazy. I definitely can't get fat. That's one of my biggest fears.
Well, here's the thing that people don't know, the listeners and our viewers. You were very big, and you lost a lot.
Oh, yes. I used to be crazy fat.
How big are you? What do you remember your numbers at your
185.
Wow, I was 197. Wow.
And that makes a difference when you're 5'3" or 5'4". It's not good for your heart, your health, or anything. And now I'm 126, and I can't gain a pound because of all this sweating. That's why I'm like, I don't know why people don't like menopause. Fuck what y'all talking about. I love to sweat because I be losing weight. I drink my water, go running, I'll be sweating. I'll be like, woo, 126.
Can I ask you something personal?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you make love? Do you sweating so much?
When you doing it, Sherri, you be sweating.
For real?
So you talking about, no, you don't, because you don't want nobody touch your weed. You don't want nobody touching your hair. If you was doing what you supposed to be doing, you would be sweating already. But because you be keeping it cute, it's
not that. It's just I don't sweat as much. Like,
I don't know what you're doing.
I just started drinking a lot of water, so I sweat, but I don't sweat that much. So even, first of all, it's been a while since I've been intimate, but I don't ever remember like it's just been a sweat session. Like, you know, you be sweating so much, B. I'm like,
I know, but here's the funny thing. I love my husband, and I have to say that I do encourage men to support their wives, partner, whoever, through menopause because it's very, very helpful. And I love the fact that my husband is very funny about it. Like, when I'm sweating, he'll jump out with a towel, like the cape on, like James Brown, and he'd be like, to the rescue. You know, he wipes me down, pat me down. But when we're intimate, the funny thing is, I got to take it when I can get it. Because you have to remember, I'm 52, he's 16 years younger than me. He'll be 36.
Right.
So he ain't into the, like when he ready to go and he ready to, you know, bow, pang, do the drywall, we can't be all like, you know, drywall hard. I can't be all like, oh, I'm sweating. He don't be thinking about that.
Okay,
he just loves me. Because he'd be like, we about to sweat anyway. So he'd be like, I'm about to get all up. Girl, they don't care about no damn sweat.
They really don't. That's
They
you know,
really don't.
Really
it's so funny how we are more insecure about our own intimacy issues than men. Because we have men, I know men that they don't even care if you wash or not, and they just eat you out. And we're more
how we get here?
But I'm just saying. And then you have the ones that lick your booty hole. They don't care if you men don't care about that, Sherri, because they want to do what they gotta do. So if they do all of that, do you think they worry about some sweat?
Really
I'm just saying. You can edit out. They do all that. Do you think they worried about some sweat?
I just want people to see Beverly's lips moving, and I want them to go, what did she say?
You can
Sherri,
bleep it out.
You know, and all of this in front of the real star of the show, the flash rag makes its glorious return, and she's talking licking booty.
But I'm just saying,
you
worried about sweat.
Yes.
You can edit it out. But I'm just saying, in terms of being intimate, we're the one that be like, we got to get ready. We got to freshen. Girl, and that be making men be like, they doing all this. And I'm still here waiting. A lot of times they don't care about that. And the last thing my husband be thinking about is some sweat when we've been through it all. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we get ready to sweat.
You gave me the best analogies, and I got it.
All right. Chris, now you see why me and Sherri can't do no political podcast together. Because she'll be like, edit that out.
How we be doing politics, and then we get into what we just talked about. It is
everything. You can make an analogy to everything.
You sure can. I'm trying to, because B said we cannot do 3 hours anymore. So I tried to streamline it. And we got to get the topics, because even though y'all, and thank y'all for going the distance with us and listening to B-Phlat for 3 hours, she was mad. She was like, I lost my voice. I couldn't talk. My food was cold. I was like, okay, now you really sound like Kym.
Oh, Lord. God.
I will say I saw 0 negative comments. Only people cheering you on for that. They were very happy.
Yeah, there was some people that said, I started it, then I finished it in 3 days. I came back and my sister was watching it, but pretty much everybody said 96% of the people stayed for the 3 hours. However, B-Phlat made it very clear to me she was not doing 3 hours.
She's trying to keep Dennis around.
She's trying to keep Dennis around, Chris. But also,
somebody else might start cooking for my husband. I don't want my husband to be out. Yeah.
We don't
was like 3 hours.
Yeah, because
like,
we started.
I was waiting for you to eat.
Oh, I feel terrible. And I
feel
forget
bad.
Also, you are on East Coast time, as is Chris. So when we start
Central.
this thing you're on Central time, Chris. So if we started at 7:00, it's 9:00, Chris, in St. Louis. It's 10:00.
10:00
in Philly. So it's late for you. So 3 hours took you 11, 12. You was going to 1 in the morning. So, I'm going to be conscious of that. There's a couple of things I want to get out of here. Did we talk about your eating? Because I talked about intentionally eating. How do you not go back? I know you sweat. And so did we finish up that about, you don't want to get bigger. So you have to eat intentionally.
I'm very conscious. Well, I've been, ever since I had kidney stone episodes since like 90s and early 90s, I've always been conscious. One, I really can't afford to eat meat. So I quit eating meat because it was causing me a lot of problems and irregularities.
Really?
And yes, because you know what? When you move from the Midwest to the East Coast, things are different. The air quality breathing. I developed allergies, things that I didn't have in St. Clair, Missouri. I didn't have in St. Louis. You see what I'm saying? The things I had in St. Louis, I got developed when I got to. So I changed my eating because when I looked at my graduation pictures from college and I was like 185 from the pizza, beer, weed, and the dorm food and the kidney stones, I was like, no way. I was like, I'm only this tall. So I just totally changed my eating habits and cut out a lot of things because of my kidney stones. No dairy, no cheese, that type of thing. But I just decided that I can't be 5'4" and weigh no 185. I was wearing like a size 14, 16. And I was like, oh no. So I decided to take it on. I started doing yoga, walking, running out, everything I could do because I knew that I can't afford to go to no gym. I couldn't afford nothing. So I was like, I'm going to always be with me. So I got to do things no matter where I'm at, I can do it. So I developed that mentality even on the road traveling. And I got my yoga pause that I take with me. When I'm in the room in a hotel, I do my yoga right there in the hotel. And I do whatever I need to do to balance my day to get ready for my show. Because at this point, it's about my business. And you know, Sherri, this job takes a lot out of us.
It does. It really does. You're so physically exhausted after. I don't think people understand how physically exhausting it is to do stand-up. We love to make you laugh, but it does take a toll on us physically.
It does.
You do yoga. What does yoga do for you?
Yoga does everything for me in terms of, one, keeping me in tune, first giving me peace and giving me like a way to start my day, and intentionally stating that I've done one thing good for the day for my body. Because even if I don't run or go work out or whatever, I've done yoga, which benefits you in maybe 5 ways. So that's the first thing. Then I say to myself, well, I didn't just got a workout in. Even though I've only done 30 minutes I'm sweating to death and I'm toned. Yoga totally gives you tone. You ain't got to be lifting all these weights. All my friends be like, yeah, I see you still doing what you got to do, because it gives you tone. Plus, it keeps me in tune with my body in terms of where pain is. If I'm getting a headache or my knee might hurt or anything, a joint or anything, I know how to send the energy there to feel better so I don't have to take medicine. I don't take medicine. I don't take medicine. And I just don't do it. If I'm feeling weird, I know what I need to do. When I used to have carpal tunnel syndrome and that was from typing all my material in and my journaling and all of that and writing, I developed carpal tunnel. I went to the doctor. They were talking about, oh, you got to get the surgery. I said, no. I went to see anesthesia, what do they call the people that do the acupuncturist?
Right.
And a yoga person. And they said, do these certain yoga things and get acupuncture. And I did that. And I did yoga for carpal tunnel. And I said, there's no reason for me to type. I can dictate things I ain't got to type. So I stayed off the computer for 6 months of typing and did the carpal tunnel, like standing on my hands, and did the yoga for that. I was like, I ain't got no money be paying for no doctor and no surgery and all that. And I healed myself. So I've learned how to heal and I do not have carpal tunnel. And when they went back and I did the test, it's certain things I will pay for. So I paid for that and I don't have it. And I did the acupuncture like 5 times just to relax the nerves. I was like, I ain't got no money and I have to learn how to take care of myself naturally.
Yeah.
Why take medicine when you can do things naturally?
It's a little bit of work, but I think I would like to. I'm gonna have to let you guys know how it works doing yoga with B-Phlat, because I was supposed to do it with you last year. And you was texting me like, "Are you gonna sign on?"
Right, and then like a few months ago, when you was in Vancouver, you was like, I'm gonna be on, girl. I'm gonna be on. And my friends was like, is Sherri? I was like, we ain't waiting on Sherri ass. We gotta keep it pushing. I was like, we gotta keep it pushing.
I'm worried Sherri has injured her toe and signed herself up for a really rough time. I can see.
No, you know what? Because I know.
Look, hold on 1 second.
I know Sherri's journey and her struggle. I see it. But you can still do yoga moves, because if she can pick her leg up to show us her foot, obviously shit ain't hurting that bad. She can still do yoga and do moves that's going to keep her in shape so that she doesn't, you know what it is? It's going to give her peace of mind where she doesn't feel as though she's neglecting or overdoing something or feel guilty about the eating.
I just want to get back on my skate. I started learning.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that. So you got to learn how to sit with yourself and still be able to do. Remember I told you got to learn how to do something different every day. It's other stuff to do, Sherri, other than worry about what you're going to eat and what you can't eat and how you emotionally.
I'm thinking the pool. You gotta get some water time in.
Swim.
People told me swimming, so I'm gonna try that, the swimming, and I am gonna try yoga. I got a mat outside. It's so pretty outside in my backyard. So I am gonna try yoga. Maybe I can get my computer out there. Because when do you do it? You do it at nighttime or you do it
Mondays. It's in the evening. So it's at 7 o'clock Central Time. So it will be 6 o'clock your time because it's 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 o'clock. But we move it around according to, because it's usually 8 o'clock my time. I'm sorry, 7.
All right, I wrote that down. So I'm going to be at your Monday class for doing that. There was something, so thank you very much for that. And, that advice. And so now, before we got into the stuff, I wanted to say B-Phlat. I went with Kym to the star of the Walk of Fame. Marla Gibbs got her star.
Finally.
On the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Finally.
You know, Marla Gibbs to Black people, that's our Betty White. And it was so cool to be in Hollywood watching. And Miss Marla Gibbs is like in her 80s. She looks phenomenal. She played she was on the Jeffersons. She was a maid. What was her name as a maid? I don't remember. Florence on the Jeffersons. Yes. Then she had her own show that was called 227. There's no place like home. When your family's alone, you will never be. Did you know that she and her daughter wrote that song and sang it?
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yes. And so it was, I'm trying to figure out who was. Vanessa Bell Calloway was there. Starletta Dupois was there. The boy that played Calvin, when he's a grown man, her son, he was like the neighbor, Calvin.
The neighbor,
he was there. Regina King could not be there. She was doing a movie out of the country. But Tisha Campbell, Kym Whitley, me,
Norman Lear, Anthony Anderson.
Norman Lear was there, who's like in his 90s.
Norman Lear, 110.
He about 120. Let me tell you what Norman Lear said.
That's his Hollywood age, is 93.
Girl. He was sitting down and he goes to stand up when Kym and I come. And I said, oh, no, Mr. Lear, you don't have to stand up. He goes, I stand up if I want to stand up. And I said, there's a certain age you get where you just crabby. No matter what, you just crabby.
That's true.
But Tisha Campbell and Sean Baker, who was from Living Single, was there. Mm-hmm. And so Tisha Campbell got up and spoke so lovingly about Marla Gibbs. And I didn't know that. I just want to say a few things. Marla Gibbs was a single mom of 3 children. She lived in Detroit. She prayed and made a move to LA to make her dreams come true. When she first booked the Jeffersons, she still worked at United Airlines because she didn't want to quit her job.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she got the deal to do this spinoff of 227, they wanted her to play a single mother. And she said no. She said, I want people to see a Black family with a mother and a father. She fought for that. And, Hal Williams, he was there. He played her husband. And so she got it. And so she was the first woman to create and executive produce her own show. She created 227. She was the executive producer. She casted everybody for the show. I did not know all of that about Marla Gibbs. She owns a ton of property. When you go to Lamert Park in LA, she owns a lot of that, which is like the Black Mecca. LA. Okay. And she had a club called Marla's Memory Lane, and it was a jazz club. And Tisha used to sing there when she was little. And I remember they used to have comedy there, but I was scared to go down to sign up to do stand up at Marla's Memory Lane. But it was so cool to see all of the things that she has done. And I said to Miss Gibbs, like, I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it hadn't been for someone like you
Amen.
paving the way.
Paving the way.
Being a boss and really caring about how people saw you, your people. So it was so cool to be there. And Kym Whitley, and giving Kym Whitley a shout out, because there were a few people that were really instrumental in getting this star, because you can nominate people, but it costs to get a star.
Yeah.
Like $50,000 to get a star. And so Kym Whitley, Regina King, and Jimmy Kimmel were very instrumental. Regina and Kym, very instrumental in raising money from everybody, from the community of actors and comics, to get Marla Gibbs a star. Jimmy Kimmel came in on the back end and they got the money together. So Kym, it was very, sometimes we look at Kym as getting distracted, and she'll put her foot on the camera, and she gets, it's so much going on in her life, but she really took this to heart and was going around getting money from people so Marla could get her star. So shout out to the Whitley woman.
Amen.
Whitley.
That's incredible. And I just wanted to say, I knew the folks that were at this event because of a very nice surprise, Sherri. So I wanted to thank you personally.
Anthony Anderson was there as well. He came. And so
Tell him surprise.
When you be at a place and you accidentally FaceTime somebody, I guess my fingers hit my phone, because I was around talking to everybody, standing next to Anthony Anderson talking, and I look down and I see this white man. I'm like, who is this white man on my phone? That's daggone Chris. I didn't FaceTime accidentally Chris.
I'm sitting here at the studio, and it's like work hours. It's like normal part of the day, and I get a FaceTime from Sherri, and I'm like, oh, look who's on her game. Probably needs some help getting something organized. We're building this two Phunny Mamas empire. It pops open and Anthony Anderson's in the view. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, hey there. I guess I better hang out. This is my big break. Anthony's wanting to collaborate. And and Sherri finally realizes she's like talking to me. And then she pops Kym up. She's making fun of that. So I sit there. I say hi to Tisha Campbell. I say hi. Anthony Anderson's looking around.
Looking at my phone, like, who is this white man that Sherri's making us say hi to?
Oh, it was great. It was made my day. Norman Lear. Kym pointed out Norman Lear to me. She's like, look, Chris.
And Norman Lear created Archie Bunker. He created the Jeffersons.
He created everything.
He created like all of these sitcoms.
He's the king of sitcoms.
It spans from early TV to podcast one.
Absolutely. He got up and he gave an intro to Marla Gibbs. So it was really cool to see so many people.
Her get her flowers.
Frida Payne came out. You remember Frida Payne,
the
singer?
Yes.
Beverly Todd, like all of these old timers was there. And I was like, oh my God, Kym knew them all. I said, how you know all these old, this is what I said to Kym, how you know all these old heads? And she said, because I'm going to be one day. So
amen. I'm with Kym. We've embraced it. You're the only one in denial.
I'm the only one in denial. Wendy Raquel
She's
Robinson.
the only one in
there.
denial. We embrace it. We embrace. Look at that.
I'll be fighting Father Time. So
I
want
love
to give
all
her a
the
shout out.
I've embraced them.
And the
moles.
Now I got a lot of moles coming up. You see my moles. You look fabulous. Your hair looks good.
Thank you. I finally did something with it. It still don't do what I want to do. This is the result of a hot flash. But I'm like, hey, I'm a rocker. Thank you. And I do hair. So I am so happy for Marla Gibbs. I just want to touch back on that because, she paved the way just for funny stand-up Black actresses.
Yes.
And, people still watch the Jeffersons to this day.
Absolutely.
And they make sure they have introduced their children to it and their children's to it. It's one of those things like Archie Bunker. It's the classic. And you'll know who she is. And I'm so glad she got her flowers when she's not in the grave, above the grave.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it was a thrill. But, and then later on I had to go do a set at the club. And I talked about this a little bit with David Arnold because, our dream is to get on the stage and do what we do best, which is make people laugh. But sometimes you get people who you get these hecklers who either want to be a part of your show, but they're afraid to get up on that stage themselves and do what you do. So they add to it by, making comments. Then you get those hecklers who are just mean. They just want to be combative with you. So you can get the happy hecklers. Either way, they really distract from your show. They kind of mess up your flow. And so I would say I sent you the video because I'm not going to put it out because I had a guy who just kept talking through my set. You know, Beverly, from the very time I got up there and I tried to deal with him really in a nice way, my smile going, you know, let me do what I do and let me make you laugh. Him and his girl just kept talking, so I had to be a little bit more forceful, still very jovially. He still kept talking. Finally, he talked when I was about to hit my punchline. That's what made me flip, because I was about to hit my punchline. The people were into it. They're laughing. They're looking at me. And the guy screams out loudly. And he farted. And I don't know, B, some reason, like, because I've been dealing with this man all the doggone night. I flipped. Damn. Something inside of me let loose. And you saw the video. I just got in his face. And I told him to shut the fuck up. And I said, and it was like Jeffrey. I was like a mama. And I wanted to make sure he understood me. And I said, do you understand me? Do you understand me? And I just was going off. And I lost it. I felt bad. I did for going all the way there, because that's not me.
But Sherri, that is you. You just didn't want people. Why are you talking about that's not me? You just didn't want people to have to see that. But you know what? I bet you 5 out of 10, whoever sees that, because the video might get out, they're going to know, like, oh, Sherri Shepherd don't play. We thought she was so sweet. Oh, she's so big. But she will snap out on your ass. And it shocked me. I told you it shocked Coca, because we was like, I told you, I texted you, I was like, are you bipolar? Because it was how you went from, oh, Chris, you didn't see it, how she
I saw it. I'm a fan of it. I'm proud of you.
I am too. And then she jumped back to and I'm a good Christian girl. Oh.
Nailed that part.
I told Sherri, when she said to me, I said to her, I'm the last one to ask, because I was just about to fight a white woman at my show in Indianapolis. Her and her daughter.
What'd she do?
Oh, they was cutting up, talking about how they was going to jump on me, calling me a bald head bitch. And
what?
It was a mess, because, you know, I'm very sarcastic. And because I'm smart, if I say things over you and you don't understand them, for you to ask me shows where you are on your level. So if I'm talking so you don't understand shit, that's on you. So when I pointed that out, the lady was like, she gonna say, I don't want to say nothing else to you because you're calling me a bad mom. I said, no, I did not call you a bad mom. I said how they're acting is a reflection upon you. Did you not understand what I said? So you know me being an asshole. The girl wanted to go outside. She's talking about, what happened was she asked her mother to give her the keys. She's white, and then she got these two, you know, a mixed child, like the dad is black. They celebrating turning 21, whatever. But they had been cutting up all night with everybody, right? So when I went on stage, I addressed it off the bat. And I wanted to know what was going on, because I didn't know. So I found out, you know, they were turning 21. You know, she going to Vegas. They having a little party. I said, oh, okay, I get it. But it's certain etiquette at a club, just like when you're a kid and your mama take you for your first day out at a restaurant when you're 5 or 6 and show you how to act at a restaurant. It's certain ways to act at I said, you know, you can either be a part of the show, you can be in the show, you at the show, be in the show, be a part of it. And, you know, take your pick. So about 20 minutes later, what they were doing, Sherri, they kept jumping up, recording everybody. I told them I didn't care about that. But don't be editing it and having commentary about it. Y'all all at the table talking about, cut that out. I said, be quiet. If y'all want to sit and record my show quietly, fine. So now the daughter was like, oh, I'm sorry. She was like, she started yelling at the mom. She was like, give me the motherfucking keys. Give me to the mama. Oh, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? She talking about, I'm going to the car because I'm tired of you, old bitch. And I was all like, bitch, I'm old enough to be your mama, your mama. I was thinking, bitch, your mama only 35.
I was gonna say, I was making an assumption. I
was like, I'm 20, you 21, your mama 35, I'm 52. I said, if I was fast, I could be your mama. So then I started going in. And I said, and I don't know what kind of mama you got that let her children talk to her like that and cuss at them and say, give me the kid. I said, oh, I'm tripping. You white. So then when I oh my God, all the black mamas start chiming in. The white mother, she felt bad. She was sitting there. So the daughter walking out to the car. So then I said, y'all gonna give her the keys, let her go to the car, walk out and drive. and don't nobody give a damn. And then the mama get up to go check on her. I said, see, now I got to tell you how to do your goddamn job. So I start going in. They pissed me off. I already had my shoes off. The mama comes back in. She said something smart. I had to stop my daughter. You better be glad I had to stop my daughter from beating your ass. Sherri. I said, bitch, I've been there, had my shoes off. I stay ready. My last fight was October 3rd, 2006. 7:31 p.m., bitch. I wore my neighbor out in the middle of it was 2 hours of drama on Nelson Street. And then somebody shouted out in the audience, damn, she remember her last fight. I said, yes, the fuck I do. And I'll be ready to wear one of these young motherfuckers out because they think they know everything. Oh, it was bad. All my sorors in the back jumped up. So the mama was talking shit, and I was like, you can get it. Everybody at this table can get it. It ain't nothing but a thing, bitch. I ain't got my shoes on, and I got my money. And I've already done 30 minutes of joke, bitch, so you got your money worth. She was like, ain't nobody studying you. I said, then sit the fuck down, because it could be on and popping. So then, when we ended the show, the security people came back in. They were like, because what happened was during the show, it was like 12 people at their table. One would get up and go outside because the girl was outside texting people to come out to the car. So by the end of the show, the security man was like, they outside saying they're going to jump on you. When I was on stage taking pictures, he said, we have to escort you to your car when you're ready because they're waiting for you outside. I said, what? Oh, girl, I came off the stage. All my girls, my sorors, my clique. What? We all walked out on the parking lot. They got in the car and drove off. I said, they don't want none. I said, half of my clique got kids they age and are angry and ready to fuck somebody up. So I said, so we ready. And they drove off. They got on the parking lot. They left talking shit.
You know.
So then the mama posted something on my Facebook, Sherri.
Oh, she did.
Yes, it's still on my Facebook talking about. I said, ma'am, they wouldn't even know who you are. Because she said people in her community was making fun of her. If you wouldn't have put commented to me because I don't know your name, Joanne, right, or whatever it came up on Facebook. And how about you wouldn't have had no funny show or something if we wouldn't have added to your girl talking shit. No. I said, thank you, ma'am, you and your daughter for adding to my show. And I left it at that.
Oh, you're very gracious. You're very gracious.
Because you know what? I will whoop your ass. I ain't got time to argue with you. I ain't got time to argue with you, bitch. I'm ready to come down and fight.
I always hate because we typically will do 2 shows on a Friday, like an 8, like an 8 and a 9:30, 2 shows on a Saturday, maybe a show on a Sunday or maybe a show on a Thursday. But those second shows that happen at 10 o'clock and over is when you get your drunk people because they've been partying through the night, they've been bar hopping, and then they come to the club. Those are the ones where it's just like, or when you get a party of women who they on their bachelorette night, they bridal night, because they come in drinking. Drunk. And it's like, they come in drunk. And some of them, they love you so much and they want to just, they're laughing crazy, but it's just so distracting. And it distracts from the people who paid the money because they want to hear jokes. It's all cute in the beginning for, 5 minutes, whatever, but everybody like, do your stuff. So when you get this kind of stuff and they want to come on stage and they want to fight you and they want to, oh my goodness. Because even the one girl that was with this guy that was talking through mine, she was from Africa and she was just talking. And I said, what is going on? And she started whispering. Now I can't hear what you saying. Then she's drinking. Then and I said, where are you from in Africa? She said, I'm from South Africa. I said, is that like Compton? Because if it is, then I know why you acting like this.
They're like this.
She gonna get mad and put her finger up like this. Where the camera at? Put her finger up like this. And I go, don't do that. I'm from Chicago. Don't even with that. That's fighting stuff when you put your finger up like this. And then I said, I was going off on her, but in a funny way. And she still, it just infuriates you because it's like, I'm just trying to get my money. I'm trying to make y'all laugh. Y'all suckers is just sitting here just ruining. But, you deal
Sherri,
with it.
Fuck it. That's how I say it. Because you know what it is? I look at it like this. People look at what we do as frivolous. They think us coming out, making people laugh. It's just what we do. It's a gig. It's not our occupation.
Easy, and it's fun.
And it's easy. No, they don't look at it as a job. So I say to myself, if I went up to the post office, that same African or whoever was cutting up, you went up to their job and you start cutting up there and you brought the drama, they would call the police on you. They would be like, oh, this person is up here heckling and calling them out and come get them. They crazy. But they don't look at it like that on our job, because they don't look at it like it's a job or occupation. It's entertainment and we're adding to the show. No, this is my job. And when I whoop your ass live on this show, then all the rest of the people in the audience know when they come to my show, don't fuck with B-Phlat, because she fights. Just watch and laugh.
It's some places though, B-Phlat. Like you saw the video of Steve Brown. Steve Brown is a fellow comic.
Yes.
He was on stage and somebody actually got on stage and attacked him.
Damn.
Which I've never had that happen before, where somebody physically tried to attack me. But it was so scary, because that's why always say we always want security to be there. Like I had to call the club and say, where was security? Why were the comics coming to the side of the stage? Because, Finesse Mitchell, all these comics was like, all we heard was you say, shut the fuck up and I'm going to whoop your ass. That's all they heard. And it was like, it's Sherri. But I said, where was security? Like,
exactly.
I know I can handle a heckler, but we need security there just for that extra layer. But when y'all
yeah, you're right, Sherri. People need to look at it like this is our occupation. This is what we do for a living. So we need that same courtesy on the job. Like if you were at a 9 to 5, we need that same thing. You can't come up on people's job cutting up. And like you said, it is par for the course. But when it gets to the point where it becomes detrimental to your health, you got to fight somebody. All of that is ridiculous, because you wouldn't have to do that. That same lady does not have to worry about me coming to her job. You see what I'm saying? To fight her.
How funny would that have been if you found out where she worked and you showed up at her job?
And I showed up and be like, oh, and just start heckling her. And then they would call the police on me. They would claim that. And I'd be like, oh, well, she came on my job. You see what I'm saying? Did the same thing. But they would be like, oh, but this is her. Well, what about my job? But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say what you did was right. People saw that and they'd be like, oh, she's doing her job and she's not taking no shit. And like you said, people come to pay to see you do your job. They don't want to see you go back and forth with hecklers, because a lot of people feel like you ain't got no material. And a lot of comedians do that. They pick on people on purpose because they don't have no material. And people be like, we didn't come here to see you pick on people. We came here to see you do your thing. And when they don't get that, they be mad. Exactly. People be mad.
I was so upset, B, because literally when I walked up on stage, you take a look at the audience, because you kind of see who's in the audience. And I saw these two beautiful men on the side of the stage. And I was like, oh yeah, y'all about to get it from me. I get the theory about wanting a man. Y'all so daggone beautiful. And I was so mad because I only got to say one thing to them.
Thank to them.
They was gorgeous. And I'm like, I'm spending all this time with you and didn't even get to say hi to the men. I was so mad. But we love what we do, which is so cool. So I wanted to get your heckling story. I love hearing comics, how they handle hecklers. And let me see, I'm crossing off this because I'm trying to stay conscious of the time. I wanted to, Chris will put up the flyer. Kym Whitley and I, if you are in California, listeners or viewers, or someone in California, Kym and I, as the two Phunny Mamas, will be performing August 1st, which is a Sunday. It's a one night only event. Sunday night at 7:00 p.m. at the Ontario Improv. And so the show is almost sold out. So I would encourage you to get your tickets soon, because we don't have very many tickets, but we are trying to be sold out. So it's at the Ontario Improv. Go to theontarioimprov.com and look up Kym Whitley and Sherri Shepherd, August 1st, Sunday at 7:00. You got something you doing that you wanted to promote?
I do. I want to promote my show. I keep getting people asking me about my show, July 31st at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Yeah. And I texted the promoter today. I was like, yo, dude, are you doing one of them where the people got to call you and you delivering tickets? What's going on? Because
he's
he only got Yeah, he only got the phone number on there, like no website, like no. So people keep hitting up my Sherri. I know 30 people hit me. I counted them. 30 people hit me up in the DM on my Facebook saying, "What's up? Your boy only got a phone number. Can we get him on like Eventbrite?"
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, "Are you hustling ticket? Do you got a location?" Because I wanted to be able to go tonight and say, "Yo, they at the so and so barbershop, and they at the da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, so and so at the cake."
Are you calling the number? Do you call the number, reserve your spot? Like, well, we bring it 3 people.
I think you call the number and he'll bring you the tickets and be like, "How many do you need?"
That's the hustle.
Who does that?
That's
old school
hustle.
promoters from back in the day. Because there ain't no Eventbrite or nothing on there. Because people are so used to going online, you know that, to reserve their tickets. And he has not hit me back. And I was like, I don't know what to tell people. Call the number.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, so it's the number. We're going to have Chris put the number up.
Oh, Lord. Girl, he did it to himself. I'm also in that same Maryland area on the west. I'm sorry. Yeah, on the west side in Timonium on August 22nd at the Joke House.
As long as you're not playing another VFW hall like you did in Indy.
Oh my God. But you know what? I am not above doing the VFW hall because that keeps me humble.
What's the DFW hall?
Oh, VFW.
A VFW post.
You know what a VFW hall is. Veterans of Foreign Wars.
They just veterans. Girl, you know we be having them.
Where they got them chairs and the little.
Yes, and the moose head be up on the wall
with
the antlers.
The elk slash.
The elk slash. Well, they be having a flag in there, and then
at the wedding reception, they serve muscatuli.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
and Lambruschi. So
chilled.
I want Chris to put up the flyer of where you gonna be at, and there's a phone number.
There's the phone number.
Cash
on. Now, what somebody about tickets that live in damn Florida?
Here's the funny thing.
Get there early.
The show be packed. This is like my second time doing it. From my first show was packed to death. So I already know this show is going to be packed. And now that you're giving me all this love and publicity, I don't know what Nevin is going to have to do in terms of getting more space or whatever, because people keep asking me, how do they get the tickets? I don't even know what the capacity is. In terms of like how many people we got to set up for. Thank you. He's going to have to.
He don't like being online, but we're going to put the flyer up, and anybody who's in Upper Marlboro, wherever you're going to be.
That Bowie, Upper Marlboro,
because I was even thinking about coming out there. I was going to look for a plane ticket. That's when I was trying to see if Tyrone was there. And I was thinking
Tyrone will be there. Well, he will be there, honey. And he's going to be at my other show at Magooby's Joke House, August the 22nd.
So August 22nd,
that's at the Comedy Club. Magooby's Joke House. It's really nice.
Magooby's, and that's where?
In Timonium, Maryland.
In Timonium,
it's like a north, I'm going to say like a northwest suburb of Baltimore.
So
nice.
Maybe I might, if I'm not working on something, I might try to fly out there and come see you, because that's just funny. That they just have to call the phone number. They got to call the phone number and order tickets.
They have to call the phone number. Call Nevin Milan. I put his name
now,
on
ours,
there.
However, you can go to Ontario Improv and order the tickets.
I'm gonna send my brother to scout it out.
You send your brother to come, but just know when you get to the comedy club, you have to buy 2 drinks or 2 items of food. It's a 2-drink minimum, because that's how the club makes their money, is through the food and the drink. So make sure you know about that. There's no heckling, no picture take, and all of that stuff. So I'm glad that we got that. Also, I wanted to put out the cash apps of my friend. If you want to, we trying to get B-Phlat situated here. There's equipment that she needs. She got to get hardwired. She got to get hardwired. It's stuff going on to get her.
I need new these.
She knew.
Where the camera?
Like we were trying to do this podcast. The earbuds. She got them. I don't know if she got them Nick Cannon earbuds.
No, baby. They're the Airbud, but only one works. I dropped it because the left one, I dropped it and the stuff fell out. I put it back together. The right works, but it don't stay charged long. So I got to go back to the old
Sherri, it's because she made them out of soap or something. It's a DIY.
We did a DIY project. So we are putting up B-Flat's Cash App. If you do want to contribute to B-Flat leveling up, just put in level up.
Yeah, put in level up. Because I got to
put in level up so she knows from you.
Be ready for the podcast, get my headset together so I can be looking fly on camera like you.
Because literally, B-Flat came before he was doing his podcast with headsets so thick on her ears, we thought there was earmuffs with a wire. That mess right there had me cracking up.
That's old school DJ. That's what I put on when I'm down here bugging out, when I'm writing my raps. When I'm down here, I came up with a dope rap last night that I'm writing out for myself. So
okay, so put up her Cash App to give us. Can you give us the rap, or is it not? It's still in creation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's called Regular. That's the name of the rap.
Okay, can you?
I stay in the kitchen doing my dishes. I'm regular. So that's me. It's about how I go through my regular day. And ain't nothing wrong with being a regular down home person.
Nothing at all.
Because everybody want to have. Yeah, so that's my new rap. And I came up with the beat just like when I do my balls on the bass of my booty bone song. And I write it out, then I write out the notes and all of that.
May we hear balls on the bass?
Balls on the base of my booty bone. I feel your balls on the base of my booty bone. Balls on the base of my booty bone. I feel your balls on the base of my booty bone. It just so happens that I'm on my yoga mat. And I feel your balls on the base of my booty bone. So let me put my coochie on the corner of your cranium. Coochie on the corner of your cranium. And it's a real song, honey. I'm getting it registered on B.
Why do I feel like that's all old school, being in the lounge in Chicago on 73rd?
No, because it goes into the rock form. You gotta see it, Sherri, in my.
I feel your balls on the base of my booty bone.
But then it goes into the rock form because it goes, cause you're a coochie cooler, a booty puller, a baby maker, a titty shaker, and you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. So let me put my titty on the tip of your tibia. So that's how I helped my husband study for his personal training thing when he was learning all the body parts for his personal training to take the test when he became a personal trainer. We would go through the body parts. So I wrote a song about it.
Chris, would you kindly put up B-Flat's Cash App name?
Yeah, she earned it.
We can help her level up so she can continue making music with the right equipment.
Thank you.
Because we need more balls on the base of
your booty bone.
Of your booty bone to come on out. I don't even remember the other titties on the tip of your tibia. I don't just
coochie on the corner of your cranium.
Oh,
coochie on the corner of your cranium. Thank you for that acapella, jazzy version. It's almost sliding a Family Stone, like his back.
It's fly.
It's so fly.
I have the band playing in the background. I'll send you the clip with the band playing it, and then they go into the rock part, and then I bring it back down to the and you're mine, you're mine. So let me put my coochie, and then we go into, cause you're a baby maker, and I rock it out.
Do you do this in your show as part of your show?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. When I do my one-woman show with my band.
And the name of your one-woman show is what?
Sophisticated Ignorance.
I love it so much. I love the title.
Sophisticated Ignorance.
Y'all have got to, and then so put up her Cash App, Chris. Put up her social media so y'all can go. Please follow Flat Out Phunny PH. Everything is PH. PHLATOUT PHUNNY.
NNY.
NNY, Flat Out Funny. So put up all of that, Chris. And then for Kym's birthday, if you guys, it'll be a post-birthday podcast. But if you want to contribute to Kym's birthday, she's a $ Kym Whitley. So we'll put that up on Cash App if you want to give her a little something. And so we're gonna be at the Ontario Improv, and I'm trying to think what else is going on. We have pretty much where are we at in time, Chris?
You got plenty. You got plenty of week. That's a great note to go out on with balls on the booty bone. My goodness.
What? No. We got it.
He said that.
You want the official time?
I want the official time.
You want the? I got you right here.
Hold tight. Time?
You're at about an hour 5.
Okay, so we're gonna end this.
Wow.
We are you.
That's short.
So many people ask when we do our live. They want it because now it's been since you talked about your brother-in-law Tyrone. It has been 2 weeks, and people want to know what is going on with You Better Call Tyrone. And I do want people to know that Tyrone called me. He called me, and it was very
Sherri,
very
say more than he called you. Y'all FaceTimed.
He FaceTimed me.
Okay,
he did.
there you go.
It was very not okay. It was out. Ty called me. He said, because I got the message on my phone. It said, "Hey Sherri, this is Ty, Beverly's brother-in-law, and I wanted to reach out to you." He said, "I saw your live," and he said, "It's not the Hunger Games because friggin' B-Phlat said, well, I'm gonna introduce Tyrone to you and my friend Sonia from the show The Wire." And I said, "What is this? The Hunger Games? We got to fight over this dude?" So Tyrone saw it, which now that I'm embarrassed about. So he said, it's not the Hunger Games. He said, "I'm gonna give you a call tonight." So I told B-Phlat, I said, he called. He's really great. Now he didn't call that night. The next day he sent me a message and he said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't call you, but is it okay if I FaceTime you because I would like to formally introduce myself?" Which I thought was
nice.
Really, I like that swag of him.
Okay. Boom, so get a bonus point.
I texted back and I said, "No, it's not okay because I'm at work." And I said no because men like to know women is busy. They like to know women got stuff to do. Even though I was sitting there like, "Oh shoot, we FaceTime right now." But I was like, "Nope, I'm at work." So maybe 4 hours later, I said, "I got a little bit of a break. Would you like to FaceTime?" So he FaceTimed me, and it was really quite nice. Your brother has a great sense of humor. He talked about how much he loves you, how much he loves his brother Dennis. He talked about what he did, like his job. And he said, he goes, really great sense of humor. Because here's the thing. I want a man that makes me laugh. A sense of humor goes a long way with me because you need your sense of humor when stuff goes down.
Yes.
So he's talking and we're laughing. And he said, now this is what he said that just threw me. He goes, I done told Beverly, that's your name. I done told Beverly, I'm good. She keep trying to hook me up. And I told her I'm content. I'm good. And I'm like this. Okay. All right. I literally was like, okay, I don't know where to go from here. Because are you now saying you don't want to keep talking?
Keep talking.
Because I was like this. So he goes,
oh man.
I know. Yeah, Chris. So he was like, so it was, and this is the dismissal of death. He goes, so it was really nice meeting you. It was, he said, I know who you are because he said he loves comedy. He said, I know who you are, but I didn't get to know I've gotten to know who you are. And then I'm thinking, yeah, but is that bad? Did I laugh too much? Did I sound like a whore? Like what that mean? And he said, so it was really nice meeting you, Sherri. And I was like, okay. Okay. I didn't know where to go. Now,
so
we got off the phone. I accidentally FaceTimed him and I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry I FaceTimed you. And I said, LOL, I guess I actually didn't FaceTime you. I butt FaceTimed you. He laughed. He accidentally FaceTimed me. He said, I butt FaceTimed you. So we laughed and then that was it. So I told you, and what I said to you, to take the pressure off of you, I am into enjoying the experiences. I'm into enjoying the journey. You will never have me calling going, how come he ain't like me? What I do? Why he don't want me? Call him again. That's never going to happen because sometimes people are just not attracted to somebody. They're not their flavor. They're not their, and that's okay. I met a really nice person who's got a great job. I might need him in that job at some point in my life. I'll get a heckler and go, "Hey, Ty, can you check these folks out? Can you just check me out?" And it was really nice. So there we go. So now, have you introduced him to Sonia?
No, not yet. I'm working on it, but you know what? Like my husband said, I need to quit playing matchmaker. But I want him. I don't necessarily. I told you his situation, and I totally get it. He may not want to necessarily be looking for a girlfriend, wife, and all that, but he needs to get out and date. You know, and just kind of be seen, so I think that's where he is, and I'm trying to help him implement that.
And you should help. And you know what? And here's the thing, because you got a great heart. And I know how to introduce him to the right people. I introduced him to you because I knew you wouldn't, like you said, you're not going to be like, "Ooh, B, what happened?" Because you're mature, you're good people. I know my friends. Yeah. And that's why I was like, I think they could work. And that's what you should do, because they're along the way. Maybe someone that is absolutely right, because I need somebody that's busy. So that appealed to me because he was busy. And some people in the comments say, "Oh, Sherri set up straight when you said he worked at the Pentagon." You damn what, Skippy, I set up straight. Because he got something to do. He got a job that's a good job. Because guess what? I got a great job. And I'm busy and I love what I'm doing. And I want somebody who's got a great job, who loves what he does, and who's busy. So you said to me, "Girl, he just, he trying to find out what he want to do." And I'm not interested in none of that. So yes, when you said he worked at the Pentagon, that says to me responsibility. He's smart and just a lot of other things. So I set up straight when you said the Pentagon. And,
I sit up straight when I talk to Tyrone, because I feel like somebody always listening on his phone. I'll be like, I better not say nothing about no weed, nothing about no this. Because
he didn't talk about that weed. He said B-Phlat, boy, every time I look around, she be puffing. And because we both talked about how we don't puff. Yeah, and that was very funny. Puff. I liked your brother. I thought he was so great. I thought he was very handsome. And we had great conversations. So what I would say to you, my friend, is thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Well, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. You did it. And it's not on you no more. It's completely
Well, I just wanted to make the introduction. That's like I told Tyrone, you sent me that picture. I was like, I ain't sending Sherri that picture. In this day and age, people can talk. We
FaceTime and I loved it.
FaceTime. Thank you.
We FaceTime and thank goodness it was one of these days I look great. So we FaceTimed and it was good. So you did exactly.
I did my part.
You did your part. You don't have to do nothing else. You're responsible for nothing else. It was a great conversation.
I'm going to quit trying to hook Tyrone up. I just don't want nobody to miss out on such a good man. You know what I mean? But he has to be ready. He has to be ready. So I'm going to give him his space, and I'm going to quit being like, because you know what, like they say, when it happens, it just happens. And it's a natural thing, and there's that chemistry. It shouldn't be a setup. So I just wanted to I just wanted to happen for him.
And I mean, you did good. That's what I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
You did good. Oh, thank you. You made me happy. And now you can ride off into the sunset and go. Now I'm gonna introduce him to my other friend.
Because Sonia coming to the show. I know she was coming to the show before Tyrone anyway, because she lives in somewhere in that area. She stay in that area when she's not in her remote island. So
because that's July 31st, you said.
31st and August 22nd. But she said she was going to probably be at both, one or the other. But she's so flighty. I know her. She going to call me at the last minute and be like, "Oh, I'm coming to the one in July 31st. And can I bring 3 people?" And I'm be like, "Yes, Sonia."
I'll probably, depending on how much the ticket is, probably come to the one on the 31st. I like, because I flew out to
That's next week.
Well, if I can come, I got to wear my shoe. So I probably won't come.
Yes, Sherri. I was about to say, you need to stay off your feet. I'll have more shows,
because one thing I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not showing up in front of Tyrone with this big old shoe that look like a trailer park.
You don't need to be showing up in front of nobody with that trailer park shoe on your foot. You need to stay home and rest your foot, because the more you rest, the quicker it'll get healed. So you don't need to be traveling. No, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I want to see you resting, because you got stuff that's way more important to do. Then
So
be
we
at my
talked
show.
about, that's right. We talked about everything and we kind of leveled it out. And I'm glad you came on the show. You're so amazing. You guys, please follow B-Phlat so I can watch her numbers go up. Support her.
And I do want to let the people know I'm going to be working on my painting again. I never finished this one.
Did you talk to Chris on the air about your painting? Because people didn't know you paint. Like those hands, those very
That's actually my hand. That's actually my hand. I superimposed it on my projector screen thing on my phone and traced it out on a piece of cardboard.
And you these are actually colors.
Yeah, and those are actually my actual hand prints.
Wow.
On the inside. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the burn marks from when you was puffing too hard? On your
no, what you talking about? Where?
Right here.
Don't
on
confuse.
The blue hand. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, those are like stripes. I kind of mixed in the different colors, like wherever the yellow and the blue intersect, then I would make it a blue and yellow stripe.
Because so people, B-Phlat has a degree in art, right? I don't know what.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
What's the degree?
In fine art. Oh shit! Let me get back in the thing. Sorry, because I wanted people to see the painting. I was all out of the frame.
So it's in fine art. Did somebody
art history? I have dual degree, fine art and art history. Did
someone commission this?
Yes.
It's not a picture. You got it commissioned.
No, this is commissioned. I have to finish this. It's going to my elementary school in St. Clair, Missouri.
I love it. It's
beautiful. 10 of my classmates got together and commissioned it because our elementary school burned down several years back and they rebuilt it. So this is going to go in the foyer. And I did this before the whole COVID thing, and hands, was a big thing. I started this in October of 2019.
Love it, girl.
Yeah. So I was like, it was supposed to be like hands connecting our hands around the world. So this is going up for the kids at my elementary school.
It's great.
Do you sell your paintings?
I sure do. The ones that are commissioned.
So
it's funny because I have
a website with your paintings.
No. I do. I show people what I do, but when people commission them, then I'll do it. But other than that, people be like, "Can you make me a painting? Can you?" Because they see all the stuff in my house and they see the stuff that's on the Pinterest and they want to buy it. But I feel like it's so personal to me. It's like my personal work. I don't want to take the stuff off my walls and sell it. So that's why I started my painting project.
Okay, so I can see your art on Pinterest?
Yep.
Who are you on Pinterest? Can we put this up too, Chris? Who are you on Pinterest?
I think it's just B-Phlat. When I create this stuff, I never know how other people see it. Just like somebody told me that, for one, my girlfriend created my Flat Out Funny fan page. But when people go to look for it, it's not a fan page. So I don't know how it was recreated. Just like with my Pinterest, I know it. That's why I got to get all that linked up. Someone created it for me, so I know it's under B-Phlat.
On your Instagram, do you have a link tree under your Instagram?
No, ma'am. But I'm about to set it up. We're gonna start it together. Yes.
Yes. You download the app Beacons, and then you can have a link tree so that when they go to your name, it'll have go to my YouTube page, go to my Pinterest page, go to my Facebook page, go to my merchandise page. So we're both going to do that for and also for Kym. Okay. Also, you got a YouTube. Chris gonna be putting up everything for you. Your YouTube page where everybody can see your funny videos.
It's B-Phlat Comedy. B-Phlat Comedy.
So just be looking at B-Phlat. Everything will just come up under B-Phlat. Nobody else has it.
Exactly.
So girl, this is so much fun. I'm
going to start back on this again. So I want people to start watching me on Sundays. It's called Show Love Sundays. It's when I paint at 7 p.m. So I'm starting back up so people can see my process. And I need to finish this up and get it shipped out of here and get it to the elementary school. Yeah, I do it for 30 minutes live and they get to see my process. And I don't always talk through it, Sherri. And be like, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do this because I'm creative and I have to think and I'm more cerebral than I am vocal. That's why I be smoking my weed and then drinking my wine. And then I'll look at the painting and then I'll tell people like, you know what? I see this. I step back, look at it, and I might stand there for like a minute. And I can't say I'm stepping back and looking at the painting, and I got to explain that. Y'all ass saw me step back. You see what I'm doing? I'm fucking making a move. Thinking about my next move.
I have a suggestion, Sherri. What if you and Kym commentated it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know Kym
That's what they should do.
I commentated. I don't know about
Narrate it.
Because Josh will go come in there screaming. Oh my gosh. Well, look, amazing friend. I'm so glad you came on and joined us and was another, filled in for Kym Whitley. And thank you. Love. And we're going to end this because I got to go watch some episodes of Queen of the South. I'm trying to finish up the season.
Yeah, and it's 11, and I'm going to go and eat dinner. I'm going to get fat eating this late at night.
Dennis is waiting for you, his cranium.
Yes, he sure is.
Oh,
he's waiting for me. But see, I can eat this late because I know I'm going to get up and go running in the morning.
Oh, because you got to go running. All right.
You know it. I'm on my running kick, so I'm going running. You just worry about yoga and eating healthy. And doing something different. Yes.
So you want to leave our viewers and listeners with one thing, and then we're going to end and say goodnight.
Yes. What is the one thing I want to say to my listeners and the viewers and my new followers, other than thank you so much? I'm so fucking happy. I can't believe how elated I am with all these new followers. But at the same time, I don't know what to do with all you people. So I just feel like I'm just going to collect motherfuckers like dust and then figure it out. Because I'm not like Sherri that's going to be on there every day and be like, and today I'm doing this and prancing around and shit with dresses on and eyelashes. I'll be looking fucked up. That's why you can catch me on Get Your Day Started. So give me a minute. Be patient with me. And thank you so much for following me and telling people about me. And don't be looking for my material on Instagram. You got to come to my show. What you see on my social media is my process, the creative process of what gets me to the funny. I don't mind sharing that now. I'm coming out of my box. But if you want to see the funny shit, bring your ass to the shows.
And we love you. If I can bling out my boot, I'm going to come to the show. I think I'm going to bling it out.
You should.
Come with some crystals.
I want you to stay off your foot and get better.
Now I'm itching to see you. I'm really itching to see you. So I think I'm going to bling out this boot.
Maybe you should holler at me when I'm in Texas. I'll be closer to you.
Yeah, no, they're 2 hours away. Well, anyway, we're going to say goodnight. I want B-Phlat to go eat dinner. Chris, thank you, because you're going to be locked up in the building if you don't get out. You didn't tell them you was going to be here that late. So my folks got to go Central Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Love you, Chris. Love you, Sherri. Bye-bye. I'm out of here.
She really meant she out of here.
She gets the hell out of there. There's no post-show chatter. There's no, man.
She gone. Damn.
You think that's how she treated her guys when she was single? She's like, all right.
Oh. Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas.